Plaintiff Angela Hamilton admits that she used drugs for 15 years and says she and her sister, the defendant, even got high together. However, Angela is now 12 years sober and has her life on track. Angela is suing her sister for breach of contract. Defendant Demetria Box Crowder says she's a widow 2 times over. But after her second husband died in February of 2014, she was unable to grieve because of this situation with Angela. Demetria insists her sister is suing for more than she owes.
Go ahead, give me some background.
Oh, okay. My background, I was a addict, a crack addict, back in the day for 12 years.
What years?
For 15 years. I've been clean 12.
What year?
Since she was 2. She was born in '84. I started using when she was 2 years old. So in 1986, I started getting high. I was in a bad relationship, and I chose the wrong thing. Me and my sister used to get high together back in the day. So about 15 years, I got my life together. I've been clean 12 years.
How?
I used to watch your show, and you used to say if you could do it, you'd go to jail, and you've been to jail, and you say if you could do it, anybody could. So I took your cue, and I kept watching, and one day a friend of mine was watching, and I just got up and walked out.
Good.
You know, and I said, I'm just gonna give it up to God. I got my felonies expunged, went to a homeless shelter, went to school, got my case management license, and now I'm a case manager at a homeless shelter that houses and feeds and houses the homeless. It's a nonprofit organization, Bob McElroy's Alpha Project. And we have Celebrate Recovery and Road to Recovery. And once you make that road to recovery, you can celebrate your recovery. We have a very high success rate. We get them sober, give them jobs, and give them housing. And it's really, really good.
So glad to hear that. And I'm glad to hear that I was your inspiration to start all that.
You were.
Yeah. And I hear a lot of folks telling me that, and on the street, and a lot of times I don't believe them. I just say, you just got something to say. But here you are today. It's true that I make a difference in here sometimes. Yeah. Good to hear. All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Defendant Demetria Box Crowder is being sued by her sister, who claims she and Demetria used to get high together.
Why don't you tell me about your background, then we'll get to the contract, breach of contract.
Well, Your Honor, sir, I'm a widow 2 times over. My first by victim of circumstance, and the second by illness, but by the grace of God, my royal family helped me raise my children.
What
in
years?
Michigan, 1991, my first husband was killed in Michigan. And my children, they were small. So I had to overcome that, but my in-laws in Michigan helped raise my children for me. I was in California. I didn't think I'd ever get married again. I got married again. My husband passed away.
What year was that?
Valentine's Day, 2014.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry to hear
that.
So
I'm overcoming that, but I hadn't been able to grieve for my sister asked me to pay on a loan.
You haven't been able to grieve because of this?
Because of this, yes.
That's the only reason you haven't been able to grieve, ma'am?
Yes, well, I was grieving until the stress came.
Her asking for money that she thinks belongs to her is not stopping you from grieving, ma'am. Go ahead. You tell me what happened here.
Okay,
why are you suing
February the 14th, her husband passed away, you know, and I really loved him, God rest him. She came to me on the 17th. She couldn't bury him. She asked me to take out a loan. I told her, well, I can't take out a personal loan. I'm paying my personal loan off. So she could not put her car up because it was too old. So I went and I took my title and I put up the car. They gave me a loan for $2,500. I gave her $2,300 of this loan that she promised to pay for the next 18 months until it was paid off.
When was she to begin?
She began paying March. She paid March,
I told
April,
you that I'll pay
May,
8 months
hold up,
for me to pay for
March,
finish,
April,
ma'am.
May, June, July, she gave me $255, asked me for 15 of that back. I gave it to her. And then August, she paid nothing. I paid it all, and she didn't pay anything.
So
September.
she paid from March through July?
Yes, sir. And that was it.
And the total amount was $2,300?
Yes, sir. And the finance charge, I have the papers here.
Let's see it, please.
This is for the text message I sent her August the 29th.
How much
a
has she
copy
paid
of
you
the
in
contract.
total? How much has she paid you in total?
She paid $1,455.
$1,455.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, let me hear your side.
I don't think that I owe her that much, though. To my knowledge, I asked her, how much would it be? She said, like about $300 for 8 months.
No, 18 months.
And that
Right,
she would
ma'am.
pay the last, she would pay the ending, whatever the balance was.
You want the interest as well?
Yes, Your Honor. As
Did you
see,
give her this document?
Sir?
Did she ever see the document?
She has the other contract. I gave her the original.
Borrower?
And I kept, and I sent for them the copy. I gave it to her.
I did not read it.
She didn't read it. Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Judge, no disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get the money for the rent. She owes me, sir. And I gave her a contract.
A
little street phrase.
Yeah,
she's
but
not, she's
no
not a pimp for those who don't understand
yes,
that.
I'm not. I'm a hard-working woman.
That's a street phrase that people use.
Yes, sir.
You got grandmas out there using it.
Yes,
so.
yes, sir.
Defendant Demetria Box Crowder is being sued by her sister, who claims she and Demetria used to get high together.
So your defense is that you didn't read the document that she gave to you to indicating what you had to repay? That's your defense?
The reason why she gave me the document was to give a friend of mine the information that was helping me try to pay the money back, and that's as far as that it went. I was just showing the person that I really did owe her some money, and whoever was helping me give me the money, I'm showing them that it's a real loan.
So if you're showing them that you owe money with a document, you knew what you were showing them.
Yeah, but Your Honor, you know what? She never told me how much
Let's stick with your
was
first.
on it. It was 180.
Ma'am, let's try it again. Did you read this?
No, I didn't.
Why? Why?
All I got was the loan number off of there, not the amount of how much it was.
Oh, so all you looked at was the loan number.
The front part of the page. I didn't go to the I didn't go to the back, the end part, where it said about the end.
All right, you have your part.
On the front.
This is the front, ma'am. This is the front.
Okay.
Do you have the front different than this?
I don't have it.
Okay, well I do. I do, ma'am.
Okay.
She has the front and she gave it to me.
All right.
And I'm going to grant your judgment, ma'am, $2,213. Your only defense is you read the document, but all you read was the numbers at the top, when in fact, the biggest numbers on here, the biggest.
I don't have that same.
The biggest thing on here is the amount owed, ma'am. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge Mathis. Keep inspiring people, sir.
We'll still be sisters.
Yo, she's still gonna be my sister. I'm still gonna love her.
I just have the document that he had.